Greetings and salutations, and welcome back. So as you can see, I've done some building for my wishlist video of what I'd like to see in future updates. It's taking a little bit longer than what I would like, but for the sake of content and to keep you notified that I still am making videos, I thought I could do a more thorough walkthrough of the Omaha class and its tutorial. So let's begin. For those of you who are in lower settings, I'll read this for you. Thank you for your purchase of the Omaha class, APAH LC-1 by Foreholder Industries. This militarized vessel was inspired by the Higgins boat, or the LCVP, Landing Craft Vehicle Personnel, the vessel most noted as the boat that landed troops at Normandy during World War II. Omaha, of course, being one of those beaches. Developed by Andrew Higgins, who was in turn inspired by boats designed for marshes and swamps. APA-HLC stands for Armored Personnel Assault Hover Landing Craft. Placed within the blueprints are LCD screens, numbered, and set throughout the vessel for a tutorial of sorts, to better familiarize yourself. Hold on. Hey doggy, are you going to be quiet? Okay. That's the dog, family dog, I don't know what breed. Anyways, to better familiarize yourself with the vehicle, you may now report the screen. Fort holder, hold your world. Okay, so I'm going to go to number 1. Unlike the Higgins landing vessel, the Omaha class is designed to give fire support to the troops berthing from it, and given the wonders of modern hover tech, can now follow the troops into battle or carry them further. There are 6 fixed Gatling guns to clear any enemy in the vessel's path, as well as 6 laser drills to make quick work of obstructions, and a harvester to clear the path and make biofuel with an onboard constructor. Though not meant for mining operations, there is storage space for resources to feed the constructor, to which in turn keeps the troops it accompanies either well armed, healthy, or even fed. Technically, this also makes it a landing craft known as a barge, but was an unintended afterthought. Okay, now it tells you. Now we go up here. You may have noticed the landing pads on top. This is for our first attempt at a capital and small vessel. The idea is for troops to be loaded up top, and then the Omaha will be dropped from an SV or a CV. This idea came from an unconfirmed rumor of a possible ground-to-orbit one-hit CV killer. Now that's part of my wish list. Not really to build, but a scenario that you have to face. It basically will force you to build either an HV, a larger HV hover vehicle, or force you to build smaller SVs or CVs. Anyways, unconfirmed or not, just the idea has scared many in the shipbuilding world. HVs being dropped out of range to do any assault should keep both SVs and CVs out of harm's way, if true. The glass ceiling is to cut costs in an already heavy-priced vessel. To allow natural light from the orbited stars has also shown to improve morale during testing. The glass is armored as this is a vessel meant for combat. Before I go on, a scenario on my wish list I'd like to see is when you approach a planet, you get a warning saying surface to orbit, or ST, I guess it'd be STO, stow, I guess, a stow weapon, a stew weapon. Anyways, I've noticed a lot of people building bigger and bigger capital vessels, small vessels, and I thought, what if you were forced into the opposite, where you have to rely on hover vehicles or smaller capital or small vessels? I thought that'd be an interesting challenge in the game. Oops. 3. The pilot house. Cramped but not meant as a permanent station. Only to enter from above. It has an assigned armor locker and storage locker and 3 windows for observation. There are 2 detectors and wireless connectors on either side, so if one is damaged, then the chances are the other side is not. The cockpit itself is armored for the best possible protection, as the elevated height. It's supposed to be height. I think it says height. No, height. Oops. Solid. The elevated height gives some advantage to locate the best landing spot or visual enemy detections. You may now continue and go to the... Okay. Now we go back through the bow. Yeah, I couldn't get Signal Logic to work on this. I'm gonna have to try again. I'll try again later and update the blueprint. Okay. Comfort number 4. Comfort is a luxury, neither of which has to do with a mission. Like the Higgins, traveling within will not be pleasant. This is why there is a row of ventilators on both sides to keep the air fresh and the troops within feeling less nauseated. The glass ceiling does as well, something to do with natural light. World depending if there is a star. If you are on a storm-drenched world or molten planet, then it seems to increase nausea for reasons currently unknown. You could, of course, let it all go into a toilet, if HVs had that option. For centuries, before hover tech, vessels of actual sail, then engine power, have had bathrooms called heads. For some reason, this has become a lost art in today's world. We are currently in talks to develop such things for HVs and SVs. Until then, take your stomach pills. If none are available, then try to keep it in or away from and off of your fellow team members. A little bit spicy there. This is the troop prep area. It may hold a platoon of 34. How to break up each into squads and fire teams is up to the platoon's NCO and or CO. On that, the requirements of the mission. Each member is assigned an armor locker and personal storage locker. The bow is a 3x3 narrow entry. When deployed, a ramp will extend for better access to the ground. Standing in front and opening these doors is a fool's gambit. Let the pilot clear the way. If sent to a target but cannot get close, then the pilot will fire the Gatling guns for suppression fire, or laser drills, or harvester to clear a path. If you can get close, then the Gatlings have proven well against the most armored of doors. Another tactic is standing under the craft for protection while giving support fire from enemy troops or small drones, as the Omaha has only fixed weapons. Okay. So, oh yeah, and then these signs is starboard port ramp. That's I had to add that in. 6. This is the supply bay. Modern advanced printing technology has improved our lives and the lives of our military. You can gather, refine, build, and resupply in a matter of minutes. What used to take huge buildings now can fit into less than a high school locker space at a nano of the price. Yes, the same tech caused massive job loss, but also created many opportunities as well. Here you will find oxygen stations and tanks. Oxygen tanks it should be. A constructor bay and food storage. You will also find a medical post with one clone chamber and medical station, broken bones to infections. Health restored in a matter of seconds. Yes, again, this also caused massive job loss, but also removed the need for a large amount of taxes being spent on research, giving way to an era of affordable living. That came in handy to the now unemployed due in part of the same technology. Here's the storage bay. It is protected by double armored glass plates. The core is above and behind armored glass. An ammo extension or an wood extension and ventilator system. This is your primary self-support bay for extended missions. The Omaha is not meant for long travel, but can double as a home of sorts for staying in an area to hold it. One test group brought back the concept of circling the wagons, where 6 or more Omahas circle an encampment for better protection. But still, this HV is meant for quick assaults on an enemy position. However, if you find you need to use it as a home to hold an area, then know this, as well as the ancient concept of having a vessel's head for natural functions, so too the concept of sleep has become a lost art. Foreholder is currently in talks to have a bed rack made for HVs for something akin to comfort. You have finished the tutorial. Alright. So I thought that'd be a little bit of fun for today's episode. Okay, so before I leave, I'm still working on my wish list. It's taking a little bit longer, and then life issues get in the way. For the sake of content, I might actually do the story of Employee 8584, but I'm going to break that up into multiple episodes because HVs weren't meant to be this big. Oh, that's okay. Now I'm going to try to before I leave, for this channel, One, I'm not going to make very long videos to stay with YouTube's time limits of 15 minutes. I tried making longer videos. They gave me a code. I put the code in, told me it was invalid. Basically, I'm starting to see why so many people are getting frustrated with YouTube firsthand. But also, making more videos will give me more content and more people the chance to notice, and have the chance of more people noticing this channel. Before I leave, I'm not always going to stick to Empyrion. Right now, because of computer space, I am stuck with Empyrion, and I think Subnautica. Wait, do I still have Subnautica? Yeah, I have Subnautica still. I might do a Subnautica playthrough. Eventually, I will do an Empyrion playthrough, but I've had this wish list up for a while on my to-do list. Wish list, to-do list. Anyways, so yeah, other content I plan to put up. I am a diver. I'm currently trying to buy recording equipment, a GoPro, and learn how to do voiceovers of the dives I do. If you'd like to see that, I'll put that up to see how you like it. Again, I'm trying to get some friends interested again for 8584 and make it more story-based with different people's voices. And that's about it. So until next time, I'm signing out, and good day or night to you wherever you may be.